Hey everyone, we're now sticking around for the second film of today's triple feature as we finish out the Universal run of the Abbott and Costello films with their 1955 comedy, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy. Now, of course, I have to give a quick note here that even though the film's credits list their parts as Pete Patterson, as played by Bud Abbott, and Freddie Franklin, as played by Lou Costello, they end up going by their own names within the movie, so I will pretty much stick with their names for the synopsis. Anyways, Dr. Gustav Zoomer, Kurt Ketch, has announced to a journalist that he has found the mummy of Clarice with a clue to big treasure. Now he is overheard by telling them that by many parties. Among them are Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, who hope he will hire them to take the mummy to America. However, before they can talk to him, Dr. Zoomer is murdered by members of Clarice's cult followers. Now, when Bud and Lou discover the body of Dr. Zoomer, they take pictures that they send to the police. The only problem is, Lou took a picture of Bud with the body, and now the police suspect him of being the murderer. So, while on the run from the police, they return to Dr. Zoomer's house, where they hope to find some clues to his murder. While they are searching, two other groups are also there, looking for a medallion that would reveal the lost tomb of the Princess Zara. Lou stumbles across it, and when one of the groups gives chase, they make a run for it. Unsure of the medallion's value, they ask around, only to scare people away. In a pawn shop, they run into Madame Rountrue, Marie Windsor. Now, unknown to them, she is a treasure hunter and the leader of one of the groups after the medallion. She offers them money for the medallion, but she wants to meet them at a cafe later that evening to pay them. While they are waiting for her, Lou accidentally eats the medallion. Now, Madame Rountrue takes him to a doctor to confirm that he ate the medallion, and it is there that they meet Simu, Richard Deacon. Now, he's the leader of Clara's followers, but to lead them into a trap and recover the medallion, he pretends to be a professor with an ability to read hieroglyphics. Now, once they arrive at their destination, Madame Rountrue and Simu go their separate ways so that they can each plan their betrayal of the other, while Bud and Lou are forced to start digging. Lou finds a secret passage and encounters Clarice, who scares Lou into spitting out the medallion. Now, Bud and Lou hope to make a deal with Simu, but although Clarice keeps causing them trouble. Now, after dealing with Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, of course, Abbott and Costello had to meet up with the Mummy. Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy was directed by Charles Lamont, the 9th time that he would direct Bud and Lou in the movies. Of course, by this time, Bud and Lou were no longer the darlings of Universal Studios, with their recent films not received as well by audiences. Now, in spite of the fact that this movie was actually finished a day early and came in within the budget, Universal spent very little money advertising the movie. After the movie was finished, it was also time for Bud and Lou to renew their contract with Universal, but in between their films not being as successful and their demands for more money, Universal instead decided to drop them. Now, for me, this movie was truly a return to form for Bud and Lou, although sadly a very short-lived one with Universal ending their contract. But they made use of some of their comedy routines here, including Changing Room and Take Your Pick. Now, with Lou's character eating a medallion at one point, we rather hilariously see the villains shaking him up as they try to find it in his stomach with an x-ray machine. Although it is rather obvious at one point that it is some stunt doubles throwing a dummy around instead of Lou. Now, while Lou and his antics when scared by the mummy are nothing new, he's still very effective and very funny when scared. Now, this is a very fun movie, very effective around Halloween, but equally good any other time of the year. I have no trouble whatsoever with recommending this movie. Now, this movie is available on Blu-ray from Universal Studios, either individually or in the Mummy Legacy Collection, or as part of Shout Factory's 28-film set, the complete Abbott and Costello Universal Pictures Collection, and is 1 hour and 19 minutes in length. Well, that should be all I have to say on this one, everybody, so thanks for listening, and I hope you'll keep tuning in for more.